Hi, how y'all doing? Today is October the 2nd, 2025. Here in Ontario, Canada, the skies were blue in the rise. When I woke up, you could see a bunch of white lines, right, that went past. There was four of them, right, all going from east to west, or what we've been told is east to west, right? And then they, drifted down south, and then more came. No X's though, just all straight lines going diagonal, and it whited out our skies by the afternoon time, right? So I'm not sure what that was about. When it was happening, I looked at the airport webcam in my area, and I went through because it records for an hour, right? So I went through all the pictures and noticed that when the sun came up and was moving across the sky, there was a white line that went right up through it, right? And then the lines came and went through across the sun, right? So they were blocking out the sky for some reason. It's not forecasted to rain, so they weren't doing it to give us rain. They were hiding something. Yesterday, a great big black helicopter went by. Nothing on it. It was just a mysterious helicopter, right? And the night before that, my friend said she was out walking her canines, and she's seen two very large military vehicles go into the lakes where all the rich people live, right? So that's curious, isn't it? I wonder what they're up to. But they're hiding something. Yesterday the Schuman was at 31. Today it's 32. It's a 4 and a 5. What did I do yesterday? The Schuman was higher than it was the day before that, right? And I was feeling okay. Had some pains, but nothing like before I went to the chiropractor, all right? It was a pretty good day. My friend needed some help, so I told her I'd give her a ride, so took her for a 2-hour jaunt, right, to an old area where I haven't been before. She just had to do some chores. I'm not telling you her personal business, right? And then brought her home. Then made my dinner, watched YouTube, talked to my son for a while, went to bed. Took me a while to get to sleep though. Very antsy. All right. And today, I felt good when I woke up, but the pain started in my back again. And this afternoon, my left side, I got an intense sensation, and it felt like it was going to twist on me again. So I laid down just flat on my back, right, and did my best just to breathe it out, use my willpower, right? I will it not to, because the strongest thing we have is our willpower and our love. So it hasn't cramped up. I'm grateful for that. I didn't do much today, just made dinner, right? Made a little roast for me and my son, the beef. And yeah, just been watching YouTube, playing my game all day. In a bit of a pause, I'm not sure why. My ear's not ringing very loud today though. I knew the Schumann was still high. I could feel the electricity buzzing through me. I could feel the vibration. I'm a Taurus sign. We feel the vibration of everything, right? So yeah, intense. We're in the waxing gibbous, I believe it is. Waxing? Wax on, wane off. Yeah, wax and gibbous. It's about truth and faith, or trust and faith. You know how I feel about that. We have our trust in us coming to us. People are going to be so wealthy, they're not going to know what to do. I have faith that all I know is true, right? So, yeah. Don't have a lot to talk about. That's why I didn't make a video yesterday. Well, that and I was driving for 2 hours. And today, like, there's nothing going on. Seen a woodpecker in my tree in the rise again. Another female, right? So, some message of some kind. Just keep on doing it, right? I was watching a video today with Rod Hayes and a woman. She was his host, right? He was on her show, and they take when Rod's on a show, they take questions from callers because he's really good at deciphering dreams and just knowing a bunch of spiritual stuff, right? And there was one woman, she came on there, sort of melanated, but that doesn't really matter. And it's like, this is a show that was mostly melanated people, right? And she was having a hard time talking, and Rod told her to just take some deep breaths, right? She took some deep breaths, and then she started channeling in a different language, right? They call it light language, but it was channeling an ancient ancestor, right? That was from the Trail of Tears. And you couldn't understand, or you couldn't, how do you say that? Recognize the words she was saying because it was a different language. But she was trying to translate once in a while. She'd throw out an English word, right? Rod knew exactly what was going on, right? And she made me cry when she was talking, right? In this language. It just brought me to tears. I couldn't hold it back. I'm not sure what that means. I suppose it touched my soul. My soul understood. My 3D ears didn't though, right? I thought that was different. It was some kind of activation. We'll see what comes of that. So yeah, other people would just say that she was crazy or, putting it on. But I could feel in my soul that it was the real thing, Not everybody sees the same. Some people see things that you'd never see. And hear things that you never hear, right? Doesn't mean they're crazy or wrong. Just means you can't see it and you can't hear it. So yeah, I was watching this young guy. Well, he's young to me. He's probably around in his 30s or something like that. But he's a drug addict. I think it's the one that got arrested by the police last time. I was sitting outside with my friend, and I was watching him the other day, and he kept on walking off the sidewalk onto the street, and I knew he was impaired, right? And then when he got closer, I realized it was him, and I was like, yeah, he's stoned out of his tree. And then today, I watched him today and yesterday, I watched him walk from the hood across the street to go across the field to the stores. And he just walks right over front of cars. He don't care. Today he challenged a car, right? He was lucky. I thought he was going to get schmucked, but he didn't. I was telling my son about it. I was like, I can foresee him getting schmucked by a vehicle. I just hope I'm not looking out the window when it happens. I don't want his addiction to traumatize me, right? Because I'm a feeler. I feel everything. Empath, right? So yeah. Like I said, I got nothing to talk about. I just thought I should get on here and make a video for you so you know I'm still kicking. Alright? That's what it was too. I also used my willpower. That if this was a kundalini rising in my body, like the chiropractor suggested, that it flows with ease and doesn't get stuck. You know what I mean? Up to where it needs to go. And the pain lessened. The icky sensation lessened. So it was a good thing. I was really tired this afternoon around 3 o'clock. I laid down to try to have a nap, but it was just too noisy for me outside for some reason. Some days it's really loud, and then other days it's not. It's quiet, you know? Even on the television, I have to turn it up higher and stuff. I'd be like, why is everything so low? Right? I think it's just part of the ascension, because I'm sensitive and I feel everything. So, yeah. The children were out making a bunch of noise after school. So they're running on energy, right? Still curious why they whited out the sky with those lines today. Lots of air traffic. In the last week, I've been hearing a lot of planes. And usually after they white out the sky, they're doing something right. It doesn't matter, it's all for the good. It is, because we're in a different time of space. Nothing that the shadow government or the dark, their minions can do will work. That time's over. Their conjures, their rituals, they don't work anymore. Right? So you get all these psychics on YouTube and stuff saying, pay me, do this, and show you a ritual, that we can do to protect you and to, remove curses and spells and shit. None of that shit works anymore. It's the end of the ages. I can't remember the word. I was gonna say Kali Ma, but that's not what I was talking. That's not even it. The Yuga, right? It's the end of the Yuga. The last time at the closing of the age is East Indian, right? But the rituals don't work. It's a beautiful thing. Nothing they can do. Like, they're doing rituals for no reason. They're wasting their time and energy. So we should take in their energy like they did to us. But we don't want it. It's too dark. The Canaanites, the Moabites, all right? A bloodline that's been a long time, just like ours. Not part of the family that wanted to off us to steal what we had, our inheritances. I'm so glad they lost. It's been too long. They were too mean, caused too much damage, right? To the ancestors. And to the people still today. Hurry up. Come on. Hurry up and wait. They say, hurry up and wait. All right. Like I said, I just wanted to get on here and say hi. I'm still here. All right? Oh, in case she knows. That means something. Every day I'm stronger than the day before. Every day the Kundalini energy or the Christ oils flow up my spine with ease more than the day before. Up my chakras. Something like that. Every day I have more to be grateful. I have more gratitude than the day before. I love you all as consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.